go.
Good morning, everyone. It's 9 o'clock, July the 14th, 2025. Our regular Commissioners Court meeting is now in session. First item on the agenda is roll call by our County Clerk, Mary Jane Valvano. Mary Jane, good morning.
Good morning, Judge Commissioners.
Good morning.
Judge Rasmo.
Present.
Commissioner Moya.
Present.
Commissioner Morales.
Present.
Commissioner Solis.
Present.
Commissioner Garza.
Present.
We have a quorum, Judge.
Thank you, Mary Jane. Next item is our invocation by Dr. Roger Mitter, Commissioners Court Chaplain. Dr. Mitter, good to see you.
Good morning, it's good to be home. If you bow your heads with me this morning as we begin. Our Father, Creator of all, we gather this morning to participate in the important matters of providing for the futures of your people. This court, our judge, commissioners, elected and appointed officials, come together this day seeking to make decisions which would benefit the greater good of this community. So may they acknowledge that human governing authority was and is established by you. May they respond to your guidance as they evaluate each issue and condition presented in this court. May they ask for and receive clarity when matters seem unclear, patience and tolerance when brevity is easier, and wisdom and forgiveness when opposing opinions present themselves. May you grant our leaders health and strength in body, mind, and spirit for the tasks that lie ahead. And may they be assured of your help at this time in hand. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 4, Communications Commissioners. Anything you need to share with the public?
We did have a real nice firework display. It was put on by Zapata County News, so Karen, thank you for that. I know my kids definitely enjoyed it.
Very nice, yes.
And we had the holiday parking lot. It was pretty packed. Close to the bridge was pretty packed. So it was pretty nice. It was a nice event. So thank you, Ms. Karen.
Yes, may I?
Yes.
This is going to be the last year I am doing it. Retiring.
Well deserved, Karen.
Thank you. I couldn't figure out when I've done it for. I'm thinking about 2007.
At least.
So I just wanted you all to have enough
Yep.
of this. I will help in any way I can, as getting together with anybody who wants to do it. Of course, I've had a couple several years ago that wanted to do it, but they want to get paid for it.
Yeah.
And I said, no, it's just for the fireworks. So
We may have to do that, head that route with a contractor that actually does that. So we might give us a list of vendors that potentially could do one stop, do it all for us.
And I wanted to say something else. The fire department always has been very good about being out there,
Sure.
but the sheriff's department really helped me this year.
Good.
They really kept a lot of the individuals away that wouldn't be on top of it, so I really appreciate it. And good thank you to Ramon and his staff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Other communications commissioners?
Big congratulations to the Zapata All-Stars. They're headed to Louisiana for the World Series.
That's correct.
The AU and I believe the Toby Pony.
Yes.
So we'll be taking off today to play Wednesday and Thursday. They'll be streaming it live on Facebook. So encourage y'all to watch them. Great group of kids. Great, being 8 years old. Great group of kids.
Yeah. Congratulations to them.
Communications, of course, I think most of us are aware of our lake levels. Your water plant manager here in the audience. Lately, we've been dealing with just a very rapid buildup of silt on the lake. The lake level, I think, is around 255. Normal conservation level is 301 feet above sea level, so we're like 50 feet low. But last year at this time, we were even lower, but we had better access to water. But this last year, the silt built up on our water station has been incredible. I did reach out to the water master, maybe increase the water flow in the river so we have better access to pump out of the river. Of course, supplies are limited. Both the entire basin is low on water, so I don't think that we'll have unless it rains a good amount, we won't have big releases from Amistad coming. And Boundary Commission came to take a look at it. Of course, it's their property. They felt they didn't have the equipment to deal with the work that had to be done there. We started looking at, private contractors, see how we can address removal of that silt around the pumping station. So it is a critical period right now for the community. We do have auxiliary diesel pumps working, but yes, unfortunately, the lake seems to have more water this year, but we're in worse shape off because of the silt built up on the river this past year. So certainly a very concerning development, and we'll of course continue to deal with it. Ralph, I know I see your crews were out there all weekend trying to exchange pumps also.
Yes, sir. Yeah, they were successful. They've been doing really good work, doing swap out of the pumps and dredging that area, thanks to Martin's operator also for the equipment. So,
Yes.
We're just doing what we were trying to do.
Yeah, the electric pumps, of course, are having to pull water more than 50 feet up, and it's laden with silt. So we're having issues with our permanent electric pumps. I think we've got one that may be coming ordered, and then two that are being refurbished. So currently, we're almost relying on diesel pumps right now, so I just wanted to inform the public that, yeah, conservation at this time would certainly help our water usage, keep it down, because we are struggling. We are looking to do a permanent, I think just most water systems have what they call settling ponds, where they'll pump water out of a certain area, let it settle, and then pump cleaner water to be treated. Of course, our settling pond was Falcon Lake, but we're looking into how we can, maybe we can use International Boundary Water Commission land to be able to dig out a settling pond and pump water in there, and then let it settle and repump too. So we're looking at that. Of course, we need permits, but at the moment, we're digging enough of an area to be able to pull water out, but it's certainly not good quality water. And we hear the comments and complaints from the public about the smell, and I don't know if there's looked into maybe changing our treatment patterns to remove the smell. Is there something that could be done on that, Ralph?
No, not right now, Judge. I know the city of Laredo's also starting to get that too, so,
Yeah.
as far as like that, the smell and the.
Of silt,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So,
Judge, do we have an ETA on the track that we purchased?
it's been ordered. I think it was 2 to 3 months. I think Armando's here. He might be able to answer that. As far as the track hole that was ordered through the emergency grant.
Yes, it was already on its way, I believe.
Yeah, but I think it was a 90-day delivery date.
Something like, yes.
So, but that track hole may help if we formulate a pad to get to it, but we're looking at maybe bringing in a contractor with the proper equipment to get in there. It might take a barge type structure to get close to to be able to dig around our raw water intake. So, but certainly 10 feet of water would be nice. That would take care of a lot of our problems. But thought I'd bring that up and inform the public of what we're dealing with on a daily basis. Any other communication issues?
Judge, I know you had requested when I renewed the contract for the air evac. They will be here tomorrow to do, anybody who's interested from the community to register. They'll do an enrollment. They'll be
Okay,
here at the
good.
courthouse from 10 to 3 tomorrow.
10 to 3?
Mhm.
Yes, we'll try to get that out on Facebook, and people that are watching, yes, those are folks that are interested in having that type of insurance service for any of your medical needs to get evacuated by the helicopter. That service is available to the public. And
I
that's
did reach
good.
out to Miss Karen, and she did post it on her newspaper, social
Do you
media.
know what the fees are for the general public?
I'm not too sure. We get it at a
Oh,
little
okay, well,
discounted rate,
they can
but
find out and
yeah,
provide that
they'll
information.
have the information tomorrow.
Pretty sure they'll bring out flyers and stuff.
Yes.
Brochures.
That's good. Well, I'm glad they're the general public has, because I know we offer it to our employees and people in the general public say, how about us? You're forgetting about us, so there it is. Those in the public that wish to enroll, it's available. So, very well. Any other communications?
Judge, also, just, send out our condolences to all those that were affected. Kerr County and the Hill Country area. It was, devastating, you know, as we've all seen it over the news, you know, past 2 weeks. Some people were celebrating and some people, you know, were grieving, going through this, situation. So just our condolences on behalf of the Zapata County Court to all those involved.
Yes, thank you, Commissioner, for bringing that up, and yes, of course, Danny Arriaga was not here this morning, the Emergency Management Coordinator, did reach out, to the, I guess, a hotline, TDM hotline, to see if any assistance, was needed from our community as far as first responders. They said they had enough personnel, but we did offer our help, and I know there has been several, fundraisers, locally.
On behalf of our community, yeah.
Try to help those, very tragic situation there. But yes, thanks for all those who have, committed to help. Any other communications? Now we'll move on to public comment. This section provides the public the opportunity to address the Commissioner's Court on any item on the agenda. Any members of the public signed up this morning? No? Okay, we'll move on to item number 6, approval of invoices. In your package, Commissioners, we had invoices from June the 19th, 2025 through July the 10th, 2025 for a total of $432,911.77.
Motion to approve is presented.
Motion to approve is made by Commissioner Solis, seconded by Commissioner Garza. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Item number 7 is approval of treasury report. The June report is as follows. CD total for the month of June, we have CDs totaling $9,899,944.31. Interest earned for the month was $31,480.19. And for the year, interest earned has been $451,911.05. Page number 2 has our fiduciary demand accounts, this includes our operating account, such as Road and Bridge, Waterworks, General Fund, accounts payable, and payroll. I know this time of the year, I think we always bring it up. Our tax revenues dry up, and we are on a month-to-month, week-to-week kind of. So we had a beginning balance in our operating account of $36,807.04. Revenue deposits of $552,100.04. Expenses of $587,218.70 for an ending balance of $1,688.38. The general fund, special water bridge, waterwork, for the total for all those, we have $2,123,102.11. Revenue deposits of $5,895,687.36. Expenses of $6,606,104.73 for an ending balance of $1,412,684.74. All of those were transfers from our tax collectors to the different departments. Page 3, continuing with the demand accounts, we had a beginning balance of $1,758,211.88. Revenue of $451,088.07. Expenses of $829,911.23 for an ending balance of $1,379,388.72. Moving on to our monthly electricity, I guess it didn't come in because June just shows $3,066.41. We've been averaging about $65,000 a month, so that should be posted later this week. For the water usage for the month of June was $7,730.39. Moving on to page 5 is our royalties from the gas wells we have around the area. And the price of natural gas has gone up recently, so we're up for the month of June. We received $5,008.88. And for the year, we received $38,751.31, which is 77% of expected revenue. Moving moving on to page 6, our rents from our community buildings. Our Sunny Nelson Civic Center brought in $850 for the month of June. The pavilion brought in $700. The community center brought in $1,100. And the swimming pool is open once again, and $1,613.20 came in. And the Sabinazo swimming pool brought in $232. Moving on to page 7, monthly revenues for our county clerk. For the month of June, $4,126.75 came in. That's 68.94% of expected. 3 months ago, we're at $41,365.10. I think we had budgeted $60,000, Mary Jane.
Yes.
For that, I think
it's
we
low.
may be able to reach that.
Maybe.
Fund 15, nothing came in. District Clerk Fund 10, $1,862 came in. $34,848.65 have come in for the year, which is 29% of expected revenue. The arm ordinance, we had $96,000 is showing, but I believe the total amount is a little over $300,000 that actually came in at the renewal period of July 1st. And so that puts us at less than 50% of what we expected. Last year, I believe fees totaled close to $800,000. So that's what we were expecting to generate, yeah, $800,000. So we're gonna be about $500,000 short of revenues that we were counting on from the monthly. Sales tax, for the month of June, $250,348.13. For the month, for the year, we're at $2,358,673.88. We're at 98.28% of expected revenue. So that has been a good sign for our community that our sales tax, even though we're in a maybe down economic period, we continue to do well. So that's a good sign. We had budgeted $2.4 million, that's basically what we received last year in revenues, and we're probably looking at almost $3 million if the pattern continues. So that might offset what we lost in Maquinito. Moving on to page 8, our landfill for the month of June brought in $19,760. For the year, we're at $145,725, which is 48% of expected revenue. Our jail revenues for the month of June was $233,437.36. And for the year, we're at $1,765,194.44, which is 67.89% of expected revenue. So we're close. Moving on, our EMS, we received for the month of June $90,210.70. For the year, we're at $1,034,232.51, which is 114.91% of expected revenue. So our EMS department has been extremely busy, and so has our collector. Moving on to page 9 is JP's revenue. For the month of June, JP Precinct 1 brought in $10,858.82. For the year, they're at $84,528.66. Precinct 2 brought in $8,040.53. For the year, they're at $89,893.78. JP Precinct 3 brought in $1,747. And for the year, they're at $17,290.76. And JP Precinct 4 for the month brought in $3,298.18. And for the year, they're at $25,729.65.
Motion to approve treasury report.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Solis to approve treasury report as presented, seconded by Commissioner Garza. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 8, approval of checks issued, and also in the package, we have checks from June the 19th, 2025 through July 10th, 2025 for a total of $432,911.77.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve is presented by, I forgot one.
Oh, you did?
On the invoices. can we recall
Yeah,
that?
we can recall it.
Okay. Commissioners, I forgot to do an invoice. As our courthouse is 20 years old, and over the years, the moisture, we've developed some mold and mildew, especially in our cantera stone. This year I budgeted some monies to see if I could find a contractor to try to clean it up and bring it back to life, instead of old and dingy.
A power washer type of thing, or?
Well, it's a chemical,
Oh, okay.
and they did pressure wash it. I said, let's see what it can do.
Right.
And he's a local contractor, a local resident who has a contracting company in Kingsville, Mr. Jose Real III. And he did what I thought was a reasonable estimate, so he did the front half of the building, and you can go outside, it's a considerable noticeable difference. But he charged $3,820.75 is what he charged for half the courthouse.
3,820.75?
Yes, and the line item would be 10-695-4911, which is courthouse improvements.
Can we include that in the motion?
Also in the invoices and in the checks,
Yes.
please. That way we can get them taken care of. We may have to wait on the other half of the courthouse for next budget, or maybe we can look at it and see if we can do the whole courthouse. But it is a noticeable difference, so I'm happy with what.
And he'll do the other half for the same amount, or what?
I think so, but I told him, let's start with half, and see how the
Yes.
commissioners, feel about it. But once you step outside and look at it, I mean, it's not all completely gone, but it's a noticeable improvement compared to the rest of the courthouse. So they did a good job. So we'll recall your, you'll add.
We'll add it, I think it's
I added it, yeah.
You're adding it, okay.
2075 on the invoices and checks issued as well.
So it'll
Thank you,
be,
Commissioner Wright.
the invoice would be 436-732-52.
436.
732-52.
Yeah, he did it over the weekend.
Okay, thank you.
And
Same for
this
checks.
would be for ASAP Company, AZAPP Company, power washing, so I have his contract here, and I'll turn it over to the son first. So we've got a motion and a second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 9 is the tax assessor collectors departmental report.
Solis got it.
Ms. Mendoza, good morning.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Morning.
Mr. Figueroa, good morning, sir.
Morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Be popping in and out, Judge, I got some hearings I gotta do, so. Here now.
Okay.
Judge, just so you know,
You didn't get one.
I
Delia, I don't get one. I'm sorry, te va a agachar. Thank you.
First of all, I do want to apologize, Judge, for my call, from your call to me.
Where?
You called me on.
Oh,
Friday.
I'm sorry she was on vacation, and I said, hey, I need some information, where you at?
No.
Dr. Miller got the same call.
You kinda got the same.
Yeah.
No,
I had a drop call.
Yes,
and I
no
couldn't get back.
problem.
We'll check with you
Mendoza,
first before we leave.
we all have time to enjoy with our family, so absolutely, I just picked up the phone, so.
No problem, I mean, I
Okay.
would have answered, and I did relay the message.
I know.
To the girls at the office, and I hope they gave you
It
information.
happened the same thing with our fire chief. He took his family, he didn't have cell service, he was in the hill country last week, Danny, and so yes, it's summer, time to go out, get out with your family, so no problem.
Yes, and I do want to mention, like Commissioner, yes, you're gonna be going out there to Louisiana. There's one day good, one day that's just all cloudy, raining, and I guess that was the reason for the cell.
Yeah.
It's not working correctly. But, my granddaughter plays with a team in Laredo. Well, they played here and they won in, San Antonio a couple of weeks ago, softball, and, they won there. Then, the team that she plays with regularly as a travel team, they won, they made it to the championship, and,
So it's a summer season of travel, yes.
and so they did come back with the championship, World Series championship.
I mean,
So they'll
got the news to the players and the parents. The parents, they're, you know,
They're very,
and grandparents.
Yes, of course.
Kids are putting Zapata on the map.
Yeah,
That's
that's-
never been done in history.
So they're, if you see the news or in the newspaper and the radio, they're, my granddaughter's in there.
Congratulations.
Okay, thank you. Okay, our collection for the month of June, our general fund had a total of $113,018.18. We had $1,800.46 of refunds. Interest and sinking, we had a total of $46,260.22. Refunds of $448.25. Farm to market, total collection $62.58. Refunds of 60 cents. Special road and bridge $15,626.38. We had refunds of $251.76. Okay, this is, yeah, we're trickling down to
I know.
the very bottom now. So we had a total collection of $182,144.72. And other fees and collections, we had tax certificates, $16, motel hotel tax, $7,485.52. Copies and faxes, $2.50, $2.50. Voter registration, $70. Interest earnings, $21.58, and tax sale, $40. Net collection was $189,780.32. Delinquent attorneys, $7,176.97. A check was issued to the treasurer for $182,603.35. Our total tax collection rate is 86.97, compared to last year, 86.92. So we're trying to get as much as possible.
I did receive a call from, I'm sure you did too, from our delinquent tax attorneys last month regarding I guess a bankruptcy case they've been working on for a good while. So and it's a large account, and apparently they've agreed to settle the bankruptcy court, and so you'll be receiving a sizable check for your tax entity, which is the school district and the county.
Exactly.
Should help us finish out the year, and so sizable. I think maybe $500,000 will be coming in.
They were supposed to have sent the money into the attorneys before the end of June, so
Yes,
I'm sure
so-
that the attorneys have it, and we're working whatever it is
Well,
that they.
yeah, he did say he'd bring it in, and, so I appreciate that, they'll work on that, so that'll certainly help us finish out this year.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and our, hotel motel tax, we have a total collection for the year, $65,330.11. I think we're a little low on that, as far as hotel motel tax.
I don't remember how much we budgeted, I think it was maybe, not sure, you may be right, did we budget 100,000? We may have.
I think it was very close to the 100,000.
Yeah,
so.
we'll be close, we'll be short.
But then again, of course, we lost one of our hotels.
Yes.
They sold that one out, or they closed it down, so.
Yeah, of course, the lake being,
So long.
so low for 15 years does have an effect.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess that's the end of the.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on, Commissioners, to reports and presentation, we have item number 10 is a presentation on Zapata and Stark County Farm Bureau. Good morning, ladies, and Jesse, our county extension agent, they visited my office last week and introduced themselves, and of course, we've had the Farm Bureau here, Jesse, but you can explain the realignment, I guess.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Good morning.
So, I don't know how familiar you are with Texas Farm Bureau, but Texas Farm Bureau is an organization that is funded or is made up of members, right? So it supports agriculture, farmers and ranchers, throughout the state and the country. So each farm bureau has a local farm bureau, county farm bureau. Zapata historically has never had one. So for the past few years, we've been trying to get our own farm bureau or connected with another farm bureau. It looked like we were gonna get together with Webb County, and that didn't work out. So officially, as of 2025, we have partnered with Starr County. So now it's officially the Starr Zapata County Farm Bureau. So
Yes.
all of the services that are provided through the Farm Bureau for Zapata County are through this organization. So, like I said, it's open for members, anybody that's a landowner, producer, farmer, rancher, any involvement in agriculture, we are encouraged to become a member. They also have an insurance side, and that's open to the general public. Once you purchase insurance through the Farm Bureau, you become a member automatically of the Farm Bureau, and you have all the rights and privileges of a member. So I have today Ms. Connie Zamora. She's the insurance agent for Starr County and Zapata County. And Ms. Stephanie Fowler, she's the insurance agency manager, and so they have a short presentation on some of the services that Farm Bureau offers.
Thank you, Jesse, and I think
So
your,
let's-
I guess
Oh,
insistence
yes.
or participation.
I'm currently on the board of directors
Yeah.
for the Starr and Zapata County Farm Bureau.
Yeah, you've been active, and I
So the
think you were on the board
subscriptions
with
would
the
be
Laredo.
paid now to Star, cause I remember paying them to Laredo
Yes,
Web.
so if you're a current member and your membership expires and you were a member in Webb County.
You have to reapply?
When you renew, you just renew for Starr and Zapata
Okay.
County. So when you go into the website to select,
Correct.
it'll show Starr and Zapata. So we encourage everybody to be a member of the Starr Zapata County Farm Bureau not instead, but that one is the one that's.
That
So you're gonna
pertains
be
to us.
offering the services to
Yes.
us, good? Thank you, Jesse. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning,
Good morning.
everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm gonna set up my PowerPoint real quick.
Thank you.
Should be on.
Just que los desconecten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is just some information that she's gonna.
Connie's
Awesome.
handing out a flyer, a little more details of what the membership provides. And I'm just gonna do a quick introduction on myself. So my name is Stephanie Fowler. I am the agency manager. I manage Hidalgo, Starr County, and now Zapata County. While we don't have a concrete office yet in Zapata County, we are excited to have a presence here, and of course, we look forward to growth here as well. I have been with Farm Bureau, actually this month just marked my 10th year with the company. All I've done since I graduated college was insurance. I was born in Laredo actually, which is funny because I'm kind of like back home in a sense, but I was raised in Central Texas, small town outside of College Station. I was a rebel, but I didn't go to A&L. I don't know how many IUs are in here, but I went to Baylor.
Right behind you.
You have that in a Longhorn, so.
Yeah, so I went through different, went to Baylor, and then like I said, I've had Farm Bureau since my mom and I lived in Robertson County, and so I've grown up with Farm Bureau, and I've experienced all like the benefits that Farm Bureau had to offer long before I even started with the company. So it's a complete like 360 being back home here. I'm coming up on my second year in the Valley. We love it here. We're excited to make it our home permanently. And so anyways, I'm gonna start the presentation. So what is Texas Farm Bureau? So Texas Farm Bureau is an organization currently made up of out of 538,000 families. Like Jesse said, we are purely organization and nonprofit agricultural based. We were founded in 1933, so we have been around for a very long time. The organization did start out before the insurance side, and as more large families that did ranching and farming, we found out that there was a need for insurance products. A lot of insurance companies weren't able to provide insurance services that the farmers and ranchers needed. But we are completely led by a state board of directors, and we are 100% controlled by members. So every county has a membership due, and those dues go directly back to the organization. So currently our state board of directors is Brian Jones. He's the one that would is it over our area, and he sits on the Hidalgo County board as well. So whenever you join Farm Bureau, it also gives more funds to provide political advocacy for agricultural rights on a state level, local level, and then also on a nationwide level. We do have quite a lot of Starr County and Hidalgo County board members are very active in DC. They get to go to the conferences and advocate for rights. So all those membership dues help for that as well. If you don't already, we encourage you to follow social media. Texas Farm Bureau has a page, Starr County Farm Bureau has a page, but there you'll see a lot of updates, and they do highlights on different families and just different things going on with the Farm Bureau. One thing I do want to touch on is educational. So a lot of people think that Farm Bureau, like, you have to be directly involved with ag. But if you have kids, if you know teachers or people in the education system, we do a lot of things with classrooms. So we have a mobile learning bar. If you've been to RGBLS, you probably have seen it. But we do a lot of workshops for teachers. We offer a lot of things on a state level. So if you do if you start following the Texas Farm Bureau Facebook page, you'll see how there's a lot of opportunities that come up throughout the year to help with ag teachers and what funds that they can do in projects for the kids and things like that. Okay, so we like to say that the membership pays for itself, because anytime you have to use it, our current membership fee is $49 once a year, and so we do offer a lot of things. Like, I know it was mentioned, it's summertime, people are out traveling with their families, so we do offer a lot of discounts. We have discounts to cruises, all the major water parks in Texas are on there, rental discounts, hotel discounts. I mean, it literally, people save money the first time you use it. There's also free tickets to different, like, I know you can get free tickets to A&M baseball, some football teams as well. So there's a lot of things you can get on there that are free or very discounted. So like I said, it pays. The first time you use it, it pays for itself. So like I said, I do encourage y'all to follow the Texas Farm Bureau Facebook page and the Starr County Farm Bureau page. And then we are transitioning into insurance side. So of course our bread and butter is farmers and ranchers. But we are, like Jesse said, we are open to anybody. You don't have to own land, you don't have to be a farmer or rancher to be part of Farm Bureau or to have an insurance product. So I want to touch on the importance of life insurance and estate planning. So when you become a member, that also gives you access to an estate planner. And what our estate planner does, she focuses in on your needs of carrying on your legacy. So depending on how much acreage you own or what you want life insurance to do for your family, she can help you come up with that. She's very skilled in avoiding estate taxes, which currently the threshold right now, I think it's about 13.9 million. But as you know, different people are in office, that can change. It does change quite often. It could change quite often depending on who's in office. But we do specialize in life insurance and coming up with a plan for your family to avoid estate taxes for our large ranching and farming families. Just a little bit of facts on life insurance is a lot of people avoid life insurance and estate planning because they overestimate the cost of it. But usually we do design a plan that is very affordable and it's very overestimated. According to lifehappens.org, 85% say they need life insurance, and out of the 85, only 62% have it. And so, especially with the rising inflation, you'd be surprised at how inexpensive life insurance is compared to a lot of other bills that we have monthly. So who needs life insurance? That a lot of people think that they don't need it, or they are too young for it, or this and that. But if you're married, you're single, you have kids, you have anything going on, even if you're retired, I mean, everybody needs it. Now the amount that you need, it does vary depending on your situation and where you're at in life, but everybody needs it. And then I'm not sure how the benefits work here with the courthouse, but we do encourage, everybody to own life insurance outside of work. A lot of the times, employee benefits don't travel with you, or if you switch jobs, or if you retire, it might be a little bit more expensive after you retire, you might not be able to take it with you. So we always offer, life insurance outside of work because, we've seen, I've been doing this for 10 years now, and I mean, the amount of people that don't qualify, there was a steel plant in a small town, it's called Hearn. It's very small, y'all probably never heard of it, but a lot of people worked at the steel company there, and so all of my clients usually had life insurance to their employer, and then as they were starting to retire, they would find out that it didn't travel with them, and by then, you know, they had a lot of health issues, or it was too expensive because of age, and so we always encourage everybody to look at life insurance outside of work and just look at life insurance. If it's not expensive through work or free, we encourage you to look at it as like a cherry on top kind of deal instead of making it your sole plan for your family. It is the one bill that covers all your bills. You know, we are able to physically see our house or cars every day, and everybody insures those. I mean, the bank makes us, the state makes us have auto insurance, but of course nobody thinks about dying every day. That's a little morbid, right? But it is the one policy, death is certain, and it is the one policy that you'll 100% use one day. So Connie does a great job. She's been in Stark County for 4 years, and so she, as if you decide to have like Jesse said, you don't have to have insurance to be, you can be a member without having insurance. But if you do decide to get her services, then she can do farm insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, all types of insurance, unlimited access to her. We do things a little bit different. Texas Farm Bureau, we are Texas-based, so whereas, you know, other carriers like State Farm and Progressive and Allstate, they do the big-time marketing on TV. You'll never see us on TV because we're more local, but we are statewide. We do a lot of personal, so even with the rapid growth of technology and how you can do everything on your phone and apps and everything, we do still offer all that. We have apps, we have all the good technology stuff, but whenever you get in an accident, whenever your house burns down, whenever somebody dies, we are the first person that you call. And so there is something very, very special about having an agent, and so Connie would do a great job handling that. You would have access to her. I
mean, you've got it all, home, auto, life insurance.
Yeah, we carry it all, yes sir. And also another thing that makes us different is because we also have local adjusters, and so that does, while sometimes we might not be the cheapest, but we have local adjusters, and whenever one of our members has a claim, I mean, the claim process is second to none, the way that we handle things. And so that's another different thing, is our adjusters are all local. And we also like to keep up with your life, because sometimes people, you know, life is busy, and sometimes you forget to add something, a tractor, you forget to add this or that. So we do like to do a review on you every so often to make sure that all your insurance is current, and we are protecting your assets like you should be. And so that is another service that we offer as well. And so I have included her office number, her email, and our office location. And we do also have a Facebook agency page titled Texas Farm Bureau, Hidalgo Star, and Zapata County. And
how do people sign up to be members?
okay, so all we need is either a check or a card number, and it's $49, and that's all we need. We have
just call your number and call the number and you can do
yeah. And we actually brought forms today if anybody would like to meet up with us after this is over.
Yeah, you can leave some forms here in my office and folks walk in.
Yes, so it's very easy, quick. You don't have to. It's not a tedious process whatsoever. So.
Or you can always direct me and I'll help you.
I appreciate that.
Yes,
Well.
but we are excited because the more members we have, the more funds we are able to do scholarships and have a presence at the fairs, and I mean, it's just we love to, we love, I mean, we do it for the kids, and I mean, like I said, we don't do big time marketing, but we are very local, so when you do business with us, it does help locally, so.
Very good.
Okay, does anybody have any questions for me?
Any questions, Commissioners? Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank y'all so much.
Jesse, good to meet y'all again, and we'll keep in touch.
Yes, sir, thank you.
So all Laredo members, we. Wait.
Switch over to Star.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
You've got one more presentation, Commissioners?
She's gonna leave, all the information here, so if anybody wants to pick some up, it'll be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Item number 11 is a presentation on the summer reading program and our new website at the library, and Ms. Rebecca Gutierrez. Morning, Becky.
Good morning, Honorable Judge and Commissioners.
Morning.
This year, the summer reading program was a great success. We had a group of 30, including the volunteers. We all did arts and crafts, had fun in the sun. We also had 15 minutes of reading every day to encourage the reading for the children. We also encouraged and challenged the children to do a reading challenge to see how many pages they would read by the end of the summer reading program. And Miss Mary Plattner was kind enough to donate a Hoover, a bike, and a scooter for the first 3 door prizes. And we had a lot of kids that were read. The first place goes to Elias Leva, who got first place by reading 4,505 pages within 22 days. Second place went to Manuel Garcia by reading 4,177 pages. Third place went to Kelsey Garcia by reading 3,551 pages. The following were awarded certificates. Camille Levert got 4th place by reading 2,137 pages. Cavell Leveret got 5th place by reading 1,100 pages. Kendrick Leveret got 6th place by reading 745 pages. Nyla Bigler got 7th place by reading 832 pages. Paula Vela got 8th place by reading 630 pages. Congratulations to all the super readers, and to all the kids that participated. I would also like to thank the following people for donating for our summer reading program. Mr. and Mrs. Romeo Mercado and family, Mary Plattner, Ms. Crystal Sign from Scan, Aguilares Lawn Service, Ms. Karina Falcon, Mr. Ciderio Hernandez, Zapata County Fire Department, Sheriff Ramon Montes and staff, Mr. Guadalupe Gutierrez, and friends of the library. Thank you to all the kids who participated. We are excited for the next year's program. We hope you are too. We are also excited to announce that we have a new webpage, guys. And the webpage is zapata.cloud.net. And there we offer services that access free practice tests for GED, SAT, ACT, and career tests, as well as many other resources for job and career preparation in English and Spanish for free.
So, can you spell that out? Zapata?
Zapata.cloud, P.
Cloud or
No,
cloud?
cloud, P. Instead of cloud, it's cloud with a P.
P-L?
P-L-O-U-D.
Okay, cloud. Yeah.
.net.
Okay.
And we also offer TechShare from full color spreads of popular Time magazine, Newsweek, genealogy databases, and the Chilton Library, which has specifications for repair services and maintenance for most vehicles, maps, newspapers, and archives, and more. And all of this is for free. So if you all have any questions, please stop by our library and ask us.
Can I have a copy of that?
Successful summer reading program then.
When I have everything in the library.
Wait a minute.
But I'll let you know. Do you all have any questions?
Any questions, Commissioners?
Thank you.
Thank you, Becky,
Have
good
a
job. Move on to the action items, Commissioners. We'll deliberate and consider action. I know, Mr. Manuel Gonzalez from Premier Engineering called me that, his flight was canceled, coming back home, so we need to, and Armando's is busy with other meetings, so 32, we'll skip to 32 to get him on his way to the other meetings. Item number 32 is to review the booster station and the drainage project. Armando, good morning.
Good
Yeah,
morning,
hopefully
Judge.
we didn't keep you too long.
No, it's okay,
You're
it's
good?
okay, and, please bear with me, Manuel gave me this information, cause his plane got canceled, so.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be presenting some items.
That's fine.
Okay, so for this item, we have, payment applications to approve. The first one is for, Frank's Construction, and the project is complete, and this is for 43,170. This is application number 14. For this item, that would be with the retainage, I believe. And then, but Manuel did send me, there were some items that, some additional items that were not part of the original project that were needed to be completed. The first one is, we needed 2 additional gate valves, 6-inch gate valves, for an amount of 5,120. Manuel reviewed the price, that's how much it costs. Those were already installed. But then there's the other option that we are recommending is the pump room is getting too hot. And we're recommending, putting in a 2-ton mini split so that, the pumps, function properly and that, they last longer. And that's for, 3,830. So the additional, amount for this project would be 9,750 for Frank's Construction.
How much was it?
9,700.
Is it 8,000?
9,000.
5120 and 38?
59, 20.
59.
Yes. And 3830.
And that's for a 2-ton mini split?
Yes.
And the 2 valves, right?
And the 2 valves, yes.
So 2-ton mini split's 3830?
Correct.
Not a little high.
It seems like it's about 1,500 bucks.
But that's 1 or 2?
It's a
It says
2-ton.
2.
It's 1 2-ton, right?
I think it says 2-ton mini split, 2-ton.
Is that,
So this is,
It's for
coming
your
out of county
consideration.
funds, right?
That's for your consideration.
I mean, we don't have a problem, but just for it to be, average price to.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, and that's a little high, I mean, I don't know if it's a name, I don't know the brand, but that seems a lot.
That's with installation and everything?
Yeah, that's with installation.
turnkey.
And the valves, that's how expensive they are, the 6-inch valves?
Yeah, it's a total of 5,900, yeah, that's about.
6,000,
with
3,000
the
each?
With the installation.
And those are already put in?
Those are already put in, yeah.
They're installed.
Yeah, already installed.
Oh, the valves are already installed?
Yes.
But the mini split, no.
No, these did not.
Yeah, the only thing lacking, I think, is the mini split.
Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Garza, seconded by Commissioner Solis, to approve, invoice number 14 for 43,170 payable to Axstar Bonding Company, is that, and forwarded?
Yes.
With further payment to Frank's Construction.
That is correct.
And then an additional payment of, $8,950 for both valves and air conditioning for the.
97.50.
9,750.
Okay.
The 9,750, is that paid to Frank's or is that paid to Axstar? Cause it's outside of the.
That will be
Separate, it'll be, just to Frank.
To Frank.
Yes, that will be to Frank.
It's that, it's.
9,750 the difference.
I think that 9,750 commissioners, will qualify for our certificates of obligation, as far as water plant improvement and equipment. But we can pay it out of there.
Do y'all wanna pay it out of there?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So motion second, all those in favor, is that, no more invoices?
Yeah.
It's the drainage part now.
Oh, well, the drainage, okay.
Yeah, so for the drainage part, we have a payment application number 6 for Muflon. And that's, for the drainage project, right? And this is for 25,000, sorry, let me see, 25,264.78 cents.
Motion to approve payment number 6.
Also to Axstar?
Yes.
Yes, I'll second the motion.
Motion by Commissioner,
Moya.
Moya, seconded by Commissioner Garza to approve payment number 6 of 25,264.78, for the drainage project to Axstar with further payment to Muflon, Construction.
And then there's another one, that this is, the water line on Highway 16, which
Yes.
is part of, so I have those invoices as well.
So the Highway 16 also would be outside of the grant project, so that would be coming out of county funds.
How much was that for?
So this is a total of 3 invoices. One of them, the first one is, says dig dirt with the backhoe, so it's part of the 12-inch water line installation, the water line project. And then, okay, so these are the details of it, but in total, it was, 7,210.
Is this the same one that we visited last meeting?
Yeah, for the
The same
one
one.
of the water line, I believe so.
So they adjusted it somewhat, or is it the same exact?
I'm not sure,
It's a pre-breakdown invoice, Judge.
yeah, it's a 3 breakdowns, yeah.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve, Judge, on that one.
Oh, so it was already approved out?
No, we.
No, we had tabled it.
Oh,
yeah,
table
yeah,
it because of the cost of labor.
Yeah.
We had $30 an hour labor charges.
Oh,
I
yes.
didn't think y'all checked into it,
Right.
and it was matching to what was being charged based on today's rates
Okay.
on the rental, so, I'll make a motion to approve that.
So it's a total of 7,210?
Yes, with between the 3
This is
invoices.
gonna be just strictly to Muflon, right?
Yes.
Is there a second?
I'll second it. Yeah, I'll second.
Well, seconded by Commissioner Garza. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
But this one is on what line item, Judge?
Well, this one's gonna, yeah,
Water line.
it's just a water plant. We needed to fix a water line leak that didn't exist, basically. So we're, yeah, we spent,
But it's on what line item? Is this part of 32?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, not line
It's part
item,
of 32.
agenda item, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
32.
32.
Okay.
And I guess,
Yes.
I don't know if this qualifies for the certificates of obligation, because it's basically a contractor. I think we were purchasing equipment with, I don't know, certificates of obligation money.
Right.
I mean, we did install some line and valves. I'm just trying to figure out where to pay this from.
Because on a certificate of obligation, it's to buy equipment and also some, water plant,
I mean, we're gonna have to pay,
issues,
we're
so.
gonna have to pay contractors to
Right.
fix those tanks, so. I
And it
think
is a water
qualifies.
line with the water plant, so
Yeah.
I would think he could pay from the certificate of obligation.
Okay, yeah, I think let's pay it out of there.
Cause the water works.
Yeah.
So that's part of the motion?
Yeah.
Yes.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. You got that, people?
Yeah.
The amount?
This one just gets paid to Muflon, right?
Correct.
Right.
Yes. The county, for the county portion, we're paying it. The other one, we're waiting for reimbursement on the, TDA, have been, I think, told Mr. Gonzalez, we need to submit, make sure these invoices get submitted, so we can forward them to our administrator and get them reimbursed. We've already funded close to $750,000 on this project and haven't gotten any back,
Right.
so, you know, I mentioned it to the vendor, the contractor, you're gonna have to wait, we've been, paying you ahead of time, but, I mean, we're running, short on actual funds to be funding this, without getting any reimbursements, so, they've been submitted, hopefully,
And we should begin the audit tomorrow. I sent him an email
Okay.
last week just to confirm.
it shouldn't have been a problem, they were submitted before it was before it was due.
Right.
So, but we'll see, but we
Okay.
haven't received the money back yet. Okay, we'll move on to item number 33, is to review final plat for the Loma Linda. Oh, and also on the drainage project, Armando?
Yes.
One more question on that, before we move on. The deadline, did we, cause we reached the deadline, I think was July 1st, June 30th?
June 30th, I believe so.
And there's
So it
still
was-
work
so
being
it's-
done there, so is the county gonna be on the hook for all that work?
I
Using
believe-
rain days, right?
Yeah, there's rain, yeah, I believe that, and also everything was cut off, like as long as all documentation, everything's cut off. by
Okay, so we're
30th.
not gonna be on the hook for that extra work?
No,
that
I
we-
don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. All right,
No.
okay. All right, just to make sure, cause I know we had.
We had
time
like, what,
limitations
three
there.
or 4 days that they couldn't work because of the rain.
Yeah, I know that Manuel took care of the.
I just wanna make sure that the grant is not gonna say, you know what, y'all missed your deadline, now the county, we're,
Right.
we're gonna have to pay for this out of pocket.
Yeah, cause it would rain and that, it'd be a whole other lake. Yeah, they have to drain it again, and then it rain, and then drain it again.
Okay, this is their rain days, all right,
Yeah.
let's finish it as quickly as possible. All right, we're moving on to, the review final plan for Loma Linda Ranchettes, Unit 2.
Are there any proposed dedications on this plan?
Yes. Yes, the right of ways. And I'm gonna keep on.
Judge Commissioner, this is a 54.44 acre ranch. We're dividing it into 5 acre tracts. It's 10. And, they're gonna get, it's in the south of Zapata, you can see on the side map. And, they're proposing water from Siesta Shores. We already presented it over there. And they're gonna be, as per, subdivision, rules, they're gonna be doing a caliche road. They're gonna be constructing all that, after this plat approval, and it's not gonna get recorded until, so after this, then we'll start the construction or they're gonna start the construction of the improvements.
Okay, so they are extending water, Siesta Shores?
That is correct.
That's good.
Yeah, they're gonna extend it, and then I think they're gonna add like the caliche road
That is correct.
in turn for the plant.
Motion to approve the final.
I was
plans
gonna say,
presented.
Judge, but the water that goes into all those ranks, until those ranchettes, aren't they from, they're not from Siesta Shores,
No,
are
they're
they?
Falcon
That
Road,
was
and
on-
Loma-
That's Falcon.
But it, their water district ends at the Mesa Salinas
Yeah.
Road, so this would be a part of, Siesta Shores
Shores.
jurisdiction.
Oh, okay.
Do
So
the,
is that the motion to approve?
Or service area.
Second the motion.
Yeah, pero, yeah.
Commissioner, if you wanna just, do the, dedications of the easements as far as, ingress, egress, or, do any of them traverse any type of arroyos or anything like that?
As far as I know, no.
Okay, because that's a potential large expense for Zapata County, should there be, any type of issues, and as you well know, any heavy rain will cause a wash.
So the access will be from our county road, from Mesa Salinas?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so that'll be the access road. There's not, there's some creeks, there's some low drainage areas. but,
Just before Zapata County accepts the.
Well, we already have that road.
Oh, we already have that, okay. Well,
So-
just whenever we're accepting.
Yeah,
just,
they're gonna access their tracks from our road, from the county road, which is Mesa Salinas. I don't know that their new dedicated road, I think it's on a hill, I mean, I don't know. I'm there, so.
Want to make sure that part of where that, once we accept the dedication, because.
Yeah, I guess what, the road they build has to be up to standards.
Well, yeah, Judge, I mean, assuming that we agree to what it is that they're doing, there's a requirement, if there's like on any type of arroyo, whether it's required for some type of culvert or
structure,
something.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think that-
I don't know if there is.
And I spoke with Manuel about that, and he said that, yeah, if it's needed, they're gonna have to install a culvert, and they're gonna have to install, any, you know, if they do, I know what you're saying now, like, yeah, if they're gonna be providing all that as part of the, like, just not the road, so if there's some low lying areas, we'll go ahead and include.
Okay, well then the county should accept it subject
To any changes depending on.
We're just approving this, right? Once you're done with everything, that's when we're gonna accept it.
Yeah, then that's when you sign it, yes.
If you approve it, you're essentially accepting it as presented. So that's why I'm just giving you the warning that, you know, that.
I think in the past with these ranchettes, we have accepted, gravel roads, caliche roads, and we haven't, demanded that a paved road be in place. I think.
Well, you don't have to demand that, Judge, I just wanna make sure that because it is a caliche road, if there's any type of heavy rains, Judge, as you well know, it could, clear out that caliche and then require Zapata County to make the,
Improvements and to.
yeah, right,
They
investment.
would definitely meet up, they would have to build to the standards, including the culvert.
The maintenance would be done by us after.
Yes.
You always have to accept the dedication
But
because.
I'm sure it'll be in good shape.
Yeah, it will.
Compared to what you have there.
So, just want to make the court aware.
It's not my.
Okay, we got, who made the motion? Commissioner Solis and
For Moya.
Commissioner Moya, second, to approve the plat as presented, for the Loma Linda Ranchettes. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion, and that's Loma Linda Ranchettes Unit 2. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Item number 34 is to review the Zapata raw water intake project. And, I guess, I don't know, we're working on that.
This is just a small invoice, for $5,403.13. It's payment number 2. So they're working on the columns, on the piers, so they're working on.
Yeah, they dug those, column,
What's the invoice number?
Number two.
but I don't know if now we're having to use that platform ahead of schedule. If those columns are now kind of in the way of our equipment or our temporary pumps. So I don't know, we need to hold off on that construction, until maybe, I don't know.
Until we address the other
Because
issue.
we're using the platform as it was, the rock platform as it was.
Yes.
I don't know if we can relocate that, Ralph, so they can pour concrete, or, I don't think we can do both.
Maybe towards the south, if we were to stabilize some little rocks there, if we could create like a little.
Pad.
A little pad for a temporary.
So this 5,000 is just for the 4, column?
Yeah, for the continuation,
Yeah.
and then we can hold off until
I would think
that
that-
word would get addressed, definitely.
Until we address our pumping situation, because I'd hate to have to move those pumps, to pour concrete. I mean, the rock, foundation is stable right now to hold those pumps. Yeah.
This is being able to.
So, okay, got a payment number 2, invoice.
This would be
This is
for
to who?
Premier or to?
No,
This would
X-Star.
be, to.
X-Star?
Motion to approve, payment of, $5,403.13, invoice number 2 to X-Star.
X-Star with Muflon, for further payment to Muflon. Seconded by Commissioner Morales. Motion by Commissioner Solis, seconded by Commissioner Morales. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 35, to review the San Ignacio water plant project.
So for this one, Judge, there was some additional work. Now, this project's complete. There was some extra work, that they had to do. They had to install a gate, the forms, and an air compressor that was pending, or that was missing, that was not included. So it's a compressor, and then putting a gate. And then also did some work. They had to, when they did the sandblasting on the previous project, there was a whole bunch of sand that was under a clarifier, so they had to remove that, so that the clarifier can function properly. So there was a lot of sand under one of the clarifier. I think it was clarifier number 2. So
Inside the clarifier, or?
You have the clarifier, and then there's like a void on the bottom, and then that's where the.
So they manually had to,
They had to
with
get
a
in
shovel
there.
or what?
They had to, literally, they had to get in there. There's a small opening, and go in there, and then they shovel everything out. So it was a tedious work, difficult work. So there's 3 invoices for this. The first one is for the amount of $4,680, and this is for the gate and the air compressor. And
What type of air compressor did we install?
yes.
What type?
Okay.
I'm just saying a gate and an air compressor, $5,000.
It's basically for the sludge valves. So basically there's some valves that get open to remove all the sludge, so we need some air compressors so that they can
And so when you say gate, like a gate to get in through a fence?
Yes, on the side, yeah, so it's a gate that it was installed as part of the site.
Like a chain link gate or like a iron gate?
It says here, cement posts for gate, set forms.
So my question is, if we're at 100%, why do we keep adding improvements, and who approves like the gate, the amount, and all this? Cause right now you're coming for payment, correct?
It's for approval of this work that had to be done.
That had to
To
be
get the
done.
project complete. Yeah, like this was done,
After the grant had run out.
yeah.
So, yes. So it's on our, Ralph, do you have any input on this? I mean,
Who's the contractor?
Well, what I'm getting at is I think we need to, we need to review some of this stuff before it gets done. Because, the numbers are a little high, we talked about the mini split, that was a little high as well. I think we just need to review it beforehand as well.
You're coming in after the fact.
Yeah.
And then sometimes these get done because we're pushed for the deadlines, which are real crucial.
Right.
So that's why sometimes they just.
Well, I understand that, but the prices are very high, and we're just approving and approving and approving, and it's just, we're throwing money away, I know the project has to get completed, but these prices are a little high, and it's, you guys see the project, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what is, needed, what is not needed, I'm sure the court is not aware of that either, so we don't know.
These things are not part of the deadline, though, or did they have to be done, so other things to be done for the deadline?
Yeah, they would have to be done, to complete the project. Mainly maybe the sludge pumps and the removal of the sand and all that. The gate,
So I guess, well, Mr. Solis, who's approving these? Who's saying, yeah, let's go ahead and do this?
I don't, I'm just.
You're just here to charge, but
I just here to
it puts you on the spot.
It's about doing it over and over and over again.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, I mean,
Yeah,
I think that
mention that.
we need to.
Yeah,
stop that.
the work is done, coming in after the fact is hard.
But
I know we need to, a special call meeting or something so that we can.
who said, yeah, let's put the gate here?
Yeah, we need a mini split, we need an air compressor, let's throw 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, and it's, it's never ending,
I mean, to me, the job's done, of course, we gotta pay, but we gotta look for the future, like, hey, we can't just, like the commissioner said, so these, we can't just be, hey, keep on. We're getting grants for a reason to save money, and we don't wanna just keep throwing money out there.
So, about a month ago, part of the equipment, electrical equipment was damaged in a storm. Has that been repaired?
It's been on order, because it's this old program that we have, so I know that it's been, on order, but I know that it was under,
Insurance claim.
Huh?
I just sent those invoices. I
Insurance
think-
claim.
Yeah, I sent
But you send invoices to who?
to TAC.
But but why was there no safety, as far as, large current coming into the system, some extra grounding or?
Like a surge
Every
protector.
time there's a storm, we're gonna have to be burning them out. It seems like maybe the design is not correct, or we need to look at, to see how we're not gonna be able, that plant was there, for a long time with, some really old equipment, and they never burned out. We bring in brand new equipment, new electrical, and the first storm burns everything out. It doesn't seem like, and in the end, we're having to pay for it because the insurance is gonna take, I think that's something that the vendor has to replace. Why are we paying for it again?
Was there not a
The
surge
warranty.
protector or grounding
Exactly,
or?
yes.
I believe that what was burned was from the old section, not the new equipment.
Well, that's not my understanding, that,
No, I think so.
which was the, for the turbidity meters.
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
the
what
old
was burned was not the new equipment, it was part of the old plant.
the old plant,
Yes.
okay, well, that wasn't fully explained to me, is that, they were saying that we had to go, manually turn on, and it was dangerous what they were doing.
Because I know that the contractor that did the improvements, he went to go inspect it, and it wasn't, the new, equipment, according to what Mr. Hagan said.
Well, but why do we have old equipment and new equipment? It's gotta be all new equipment, we pay for new equipment. That doesn't make sense to me, that we let
Go with old
The
equipment.
old meters weren't part of the new,
No, they were not.
They were not part of the new,
the old what?
The old turbidity meters and stuff that we had there, not old, but the older stuff, it wasn't part of the new, improvements.
So, if there's old equipment and it got burned, why are we replacing it if it's already been replaced by the new equipment, correct? Or no?
It's because the way,
No,
sometimes, since we have a budget, so we go and we do the inspection, right? And we're like, so we talk to the people, what's their priority? What's their priority? So we can only do so much with $1 million. It's a lot of money, but it's very expensive equipment. So sometimes, maybe that's why we try to, like the turbidity meters, I believe they were working well. So that was not like the #1 priority. So that's what happens sometimes.
It's just concerning that that equipment had been there for years and years and survived many storms. And the first storm, after we get the new stuff in, everything burned out. It just, what are the odds, you know, it doesn't make sense, that we weren't able to install some type of protection on the electrical. So that's pending, so we're still not finished with this.
We're still not, like you, what do you mean, like the?
Well, the project's not finished, we have to, I mean, if TDA comes down and to do the inspection on the final inspection of the project.
Well, all the other, the new stuff
Right,
is
so
up
now
and
we got
running.
this section that's out of order.
Yeah, it's just the old section that's not running, but I believe that as part of the project, everything was installed and it's working, so.
So this
But
section.
yes, we have to address it,
Right.
definitely, we have to get it, but as part of the project, I think it's done.
So it won't affect the project?
No,
because
it
it's
wouldn't,
another
because it's not
different
part of
section?
it, yeah.
So what the grant was for, whatever we paid, that's done.
That, yeah, that is correct, yes.
We're still on the 4680.
Okay, back to the gate, that compressor that was installed, right, sir?
Yes, yes, Coach.
And this was two,
There's 3 invoices, right?
There's 3 invoices. That was one invoice.
For a total of 10,160.
But the 4680, do you have no invoices of what air compressor we purchased?
Yes, there's a compressor, is for 1,650. And then there's the materials for the gate is 1,350, fence and gate. And then it's, let me see, the for the labor.
It's gotta be one heavy duty gate.
with three, so it's 1,680?
1,000, yes. So
1,680
for the labor, for a total of 4680.
So a total of $10,160.
So what are the second invoice is for what?
The second invoice is 2,120, and that's to remove the sand from the clarifier, the one they had to go in there and remove everything by hand.
The be paid is $10,160. So all this is already done though?
Yes.
I'll make the motion to approve the payment for
So missing number three?
$10,160.
Well, who's in the third one?
Yeah, and the third
29
one is for 960.
How much?
How much?
960.
2,000, right? 2,960?
It just says 960.
Because if you subtract from, you said the total, the main total was 10,160.
Yes.
Yeah, that doesn't get you to 10,000.
No.
So what does get to that amount would be the 2,960.
This is the 960, so we'll save some money.
So
If you add the
okay, so
4680.
yeah, so the first invoice is for 4,680.
Second is 2,520.
2,520, and the third one is 960.
For what?
So for that, so for, they move chemical containers. It says, move chemical containers, that were broken with cement. So I
Yeah,
believe
That still doesn't add to the 10,000.
There was some chemical.
Yeah, there's a
injectors that were sitting on
$2,000
some,
difference.
Broken cinder blocks.
Yeah.
So they did remove that, cause.
Yeah,
it was
they
a nice-
did remove, so that's 960.
Okay.
So I only have those invoices, so maybe the 10,000 is.
So that's 8,160.
Yeah, there's a $2,000 difference.
Okay, so we got a motion for 8,160 from
I'm gonna
Commissioner
retract my
Moya.
motion.
Moya and, Commissioner Solis seconded, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And I guess, this qualifies also, Mr. Gonzalez?
Just with the,
Judge,
CO.
I think for the future, you know, I would like for them to come up, okay, we need to move chemical containers, you know, this is gonna cost X amount of dollars.
Well, at the beginning of the
You know,
project.
Yeah, at the beginning of the project or whatever, you know, because
We
at
want
this
turnkey.
moment, you know, it's just like, oh, we're moving here, sand, you know, all this stuff, and, you know, we're just taking the word, but, you know, we just gotta make sure, you know, on future projects.
Yeah, before anything gets done, make sure we don't just call one person, we let the whole commissioners court know. That way there's no questions, ifs, ands, or buts, you know, like, hey, we all on the same page, let's do it. If something happens, we're all liable for it. So just from here on, just
Thank you.
future projects.
36 and 37,
Those will be.
The same, right?
For some reason, they will be.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much, sir.
very nice.
Commissioner
Thank you,
Jackson. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Hondo.
36 and 37 are just repeats of the same project, Commissioner, there will no action on those. No action on 36, which is to review Zapata dredging project, and no action on 37, which is to review booster station project. We've already discussed them, so we'll go back to the beginning of the action items.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Come on, Pat.
Which one are you, Pat?
Number 30.
Number 30. Item number 30, consider action to request money for prescription assistance in the amount of $3,000 to cover 3 months.
Yes. As simple as that.
That's it.
Where would this come from? Mr. Gonzalez, do we have?
Well, she would just have, it would be a budget amendment where she would be going over, is what y'all would be, voting on.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Solis, second by Commissioner Morales. Any discussion?
Was there not enough budget money, Judge?
No, because I was cut 45,000.
But when these, prescriptions need to be covered
It's
from
just,
Or
it's just
value go
the,
down.
it's just the three prescriptions we can
That
put
8%
claims from the
is
clinic.
bringing in that, that's part of the eight.
We don't do anything.
Oh, I got it,
Yeah.
no.
Instead of amending the budget, can we just get it from a
Yes,
different,
yeah.
because, you know, we're at almost
Well,
at the end of the year to
we-
be amending.
we
the
still
budget.
have
No, I know, but
We
it has to
haven't
be from her
forwarded the
budget, this has to be a line item, where else would it
$400,000?
come from? It would have to be from her line items, where she doesn't have money, and so that's why it would have to be a budget amendment.
Yeah, the reason is because it's, we have a contract with IPM and we pay them and I just made, it's just more or less, 1,000, but it's like 800. It could be a little bit less, but I don't know. It depends on the clients, right, or the patients
Correct.
from the clinic.
Something
But
we need.
still,
be
I
sufficient.
need to pay them.
Yes,
So-
correct.
something
It's
we
the only
need, you
thing
know,
that's
that's.
why, because
That'll
I-
give you a little bit of cushion to work with
Just to
if you
be
need.
cautious
Yeah.
and
Well, I'm trying to get to the budget,
It's
see how
about-
much we had.
Budget for.
What page are you on in the budget?
I'm
You know?
I have it right here.
Just see how much we, budgeted.
The thing is that I am using,
Okay,
monies from, this is, well, you have it here, this is last year's and.
What page number is it?
Get page number.
33,
33.
page 33.
So, yes, in 24, the 8% of the general fund generated, 593,502 for the 8%. In 25, it generated 454,500, so more than 100,000 less coming in to work with, so.
So I was given 48,000 and this year was, I was given
30.
30,000. So I started a little bit.
Correct.
And
Well, yeah, you're just gonna have to make it go a little further,
A
because
little
that's,
bit
I
further
mean, that's
this
what we
year.
have.
Yes.
It's not, we can't print money, so.
Right.
So that's, you know, that's all our tax base can provide.
So it's-
Yeah, it's approved.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
good, thank
Thank you.
All right, we'll go back to item number 12. Deliberate and consider action on to approve an interlocal agreement between the Regional Public Defender Office, Local Government Corporation, RPDO, and Zapata County for fiscal year 2026-2027 biennium. And this, Commissioners, is for capital murder cases. And it's kind of an insurance. The Lubbock Public Defender's Office, or the district attorney, represents many counties in case of a capital murder case especially, that may run into the millions of dollars, and we may be on the hook for it. So it's an insurance policy, and you can see all the counties that participate with them. And our cost, our share is, I believe, a little over $3,000.
$32.99?
Exactly, yeah, $3,299.
And this will start when, Judge, October 1st?
26, 27, we're good right now, because but for the new biennium.
Motion to approve is presented, Judge.
Motion by Commissioner
Second
Solis,
that.
seconded by Commissioner Morales. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
It's a contract we've had for years, Judge, you get for renewing.
Yes, so I got, it's the same one, yeah, it's just, you know. Item number 13 is to approve a light on 6th Street and Hidalgo Boulevard on an alleyway.
Yes, it's right here, Judge, behind the daycare. It's a dark area, so I was thinking we can add a lights there.
The street light?
Yeah, street light.
Do we go with street light, we start approving alley lights?
Or, well, the only reason it's an alley light because it's gonna cost, I think, a good chunk if we put the wire back to the street, which we can do it. I mean, we can do it, but I'm trying to work within my budget. Cause they're putting LED, so if you face them a certain way, it's gonna light up more of the area, you know?
I guess 'cause we have streetlights and y'all are allocated a certain amount of streetlights.
Yeah, street
I don't know
lights.
how, I forget the number,
I think
it's
it's
10 or
10.
whatever.
10.
So this is, I guess, outside of that?
Yes.
Okay. So,
I just think, we won't be able to place lights on every alley. I mean, we're gonna start getting requests. There's no way we can.
I have that issue, by the boat ramp area, I know we have a bunch of, people requesting that next to the poles or
Yeah.
so we haven't done that, I know.
Yeah, streetlights, but.
Or I mean, it could be on 6 on Hidalgo, we can amend it, put 6 on Hidalgo, and then when I get the money, you know, I'll pay to extend that wire to the street.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So can we?
I don't wanna do two over here.
Yeah, okay. So can we change alleyway to?
Motion to approve the street light on Sixth and Hidalgo.
So it'll be on the street?
On the street,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll second the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Morales, second by Commissioner Solis. All those in favor say aye.
and that would be more in line, Commissioner, with what we've been doing.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just trying to save money, you know,
Yeah.
but I'll get to it when I get some funds.
Item number 14 is to approve payment for streetlights at the Romeo Flores Park.
That one's not gonna be a Romeo Flores Park, I'm gonna motion the table, Judge.
Motion to table by Commissioner
Second
Moya,
it.
seconded by Commissioner Morales, table. Who? Oh, Solis.
And just for clarification, not the Romeo Flores Park, it's gonna be the street on Glen.
Okay.
They're lighting the street up on Glen.
Okay, so we'll just, table that item. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 15 is to approve the use of the show barn during the month of December for a prospect show.
It's not gonna be for the month, it's gonna be the weekend of December sixth through the seventh, 2025. And again, I know that they've used it before, the South Texas Fall Classic, prospect show that we have.
Motion to approve.
Second motion.
Motion by Commissioner Solis, seconded by Commissioner Moya. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 16, to approve the purchase of 1,511.86 for golf balls for the
Range.
Los Ebanos golf course. I know
Judge
we did
Commissioner,
this, yeah.
This will be for the driving range, actually, it's not, it's the driving range balls, mostly it's for the kids, from the school district.
Yeah.
Right now, they don't have any at the moment, so.
They're very low and they're very beat up.
But he'll make the money off of the range balls?
Most of the people that use up the range balls are the kids.
Or the kids in
Uh,
school.
they're part of the
They
kids.
want part of the
Do
agreement.
some people rent? Yes, some people do, but the
This
vast
is mostly
majority
for the kids.
are-
Motion to approve,
I
Judge.
think that's part of the agreement with the school
Yeah.
district, to
Second.
save us $40,000 a year. I think.
Follow the motion, Judge.
Motion by Commissioner
Second.
Solis, second by Commissioner Garza. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And this will probably be on a yearly basis because it's all, those range balls.
Yeah, we need to find a way to see how we can fix a net. Or maybe, you know, buy some, driving range, I guess, attachments where you can just put it. If you're gonna use a driver, just drive into this net as opposed to hitting it off to the range. So we can keep the balls there, cause the kids,
Yeah, well-
they hit the ball over the fence, like
the
it's
boys
short of a
are
range.
Well, also, we have a problem with the deer, you know, tearing up the deer.
Yeah, I've
We
seen
just-
the deer
we just
run
installed
into it and
one
get
about
caught.
2 years ago, and it's already all tore up, so we, you know, it's kinda hard to prevent that right at the moment, but we'll see what we can do.
Get him a golf simulator.
Item
Golf simulator.
number 17, to transfer Raul Montiveros from 15-424 slot number 7 to 15-424 slot number 6 at $15.05 an hour, effective 7/14/2025.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Solis, seconded by Commissioner Moya. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 18, to accept the retirement of Juan Jose Benavides from Wood and Bridge Precinct 4, Department 15-424, slot number 6, effective June 27, 2025, with 16 years of service.
Yes, on this one, Judge.
Benavides here? No?
He retired, I told Nelly to see if we can get a little plaque for him and,
Okay.
go from there, you know, just thanking him for all his hard work and, you know, service to the whole community. I know it's probably more than 16 years.
Yes.
He was in and out from here to the school and, you know, back and forth, but, you know, just,
He's a very good employee.
a great thank you to Mr. Juan Jose Benavides for his commitment to the Zapata town.
Judge, I'll second the motion that's on the floor.
Motion by Commissioner Moya, seconded by Commissioner Solis. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Congratulations, Dan.
Item number 19 is to approve the purchase of 240 new mattresses for regional and county jails, the amount of $22,548. Andrew,
Good morning.
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 Long morning, huh?
So we received 167 out of the 240 mattresses already. We're pending 73. We've already changed them out and everything. So they're
Yeah,
pretty
I
good.
think the sheriff was informing myself that got a visit from the, I guess, the US Marshals,
Yes.
and they, our mattresses were not up to par, and certainly we wanna keep federal inmates in there, we would better.
I think we had this discussion probably two
Last-
sessions
yeah,
ago.
two.
And just to also update you guys, the sheriff's already gotten access to the LEAP software for the US Marshals, the IGA, and we're already in process of renegotiating our daily
we
rates
wanna
for
be-
the regional. We spoke with Mr. Gonzalez last week on Thursday. I wanna be requesting some information from their offices, from finance, salaries. That way we can come up with the numbers, all the expenses that we've made in previous years, so we can try and put as many expenses as we can. So we can justify the cost increase.
Judge, I'll make a motion to approve the purchase of 240 mattresses for the regional and
So
county.
before this was approved, we received 167. Is that what you're saying?
They're special made mattresses, so they had 167 in stock, and they sent them to me instead of sending them to somebody that were still pending for PO.
Okay.
So we got those mattresses, we're just pending the remainder.
So these are pretty much indestructible, right?
Yeah, they're ripstop.
Do they satisfy the jail standards requirements?
Yes, they're above the standard.
I believe,
What is the standard versus what the market?
Basically, it's not, there's no, the standards of the marshal, basically, they let us operate like at the state standard, which is the bare minimum, the mattresses that they had ordered beforehand. The problem with those is that they were ripping them, they were hiding contraband in them, and these are ripstop, and they hadn't actually purchased, good mattresses in.
So these other ones are less prone to.
They're
tear?
ripstop, like if you puncture it, once it's punctured, you still can't rip it. Like you would have to actually have, we find one that's cut in there, there's a weapon in the facility.
So it helps, promotes,
Yeah.
security.
And then yes, it's for overall for the safety of the inmates,
And
and
all
then.
what they're hiding is shanks and razor blades, you know, so that's a big concern.
Yeah, a lot of times when they issue out the razors, sometimes they'll pull the razor off on there and they'll try and like put something in there to cover up, like either a piece of aluminum or the chip bags and all that stuff to try and cover it up. So that's the issue. And then, the marshals don't really go out there and tell us, well, it needs to be this, but at the end of the day, they're kinda like, hey, the mattresses are kinda old. If they come and do an inspection and the auditor that comes, it's usually not the marshals that we deal with, it's another set of guys. If they decide, hey, you know what, this isn't the standard, they can end up pulling all the inmates out.
Well, we'll bring proactive, thank you.
Who made the Commissioner Moya, so Commissioner Solis, Commissioner Moya, and this is non-department, Mr. Gonzalez, I guess?
Well, I was gonna take it out of their,
Line item.
their line item.
So
yeah.
to keep track of it?
Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
Alright.
So they're just gonna.
Got it very well. Motion in a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 20 is to approve the transfer of two vehicles, a 2007 Chevrolet Silverado and a 2011 Ford 350 from the Sheriff's Office to Zapata County Water Plant.
Motion to approve.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I think, those are good vehicles.
So we're
Motion by
just
Commissioner
pending,
Solis.
to transfer one.
Yeah,
Right now.
I was gonna
Right
say,
now.
just get with Nelly so we can do all the.
I'm sure Mr. Ralph will take them
Say the motion.
Yes, sir, we got the 350, I believe it was last week.
Yes, the Chevy should be soon. It should be very, very soon, so. once we're done with that,
It's all about working together from department to department, so
Yeah.
Good job.
thank you, Sheriff Montes. and
I
you
know
guys.
you all have in mind to give us a water truck, right?
Know what you're talking about.
Commissioner Solis, seconded by Commissioner Moya, to transfer those two vehicles. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 21 is to approve a cash match for Operation Body Cameras Grant number 437-2502. The annual amount is $18,656.
I have a
Do
question.
you have the breakdown with you?
So, I have a quick question. On these are new body cameras you're getting? Or are these
Okay.
cameras y'all have?
So this is going to be, the cash match is going to be for Operation Body Cameras, which is the grant. It's gonna be for 32 new body cameras.
Okay.
Previously, The match was $8,535. It had to have been 25% as part of the grant.
Okay.
But the company, went public, they bought, Rap Technologies bought Intrinsic. So now they're part of Rap Technology, so the cost went up quite significantly.
I just wanna add, I'm sorry.
The thing that I'm asking is because I've noticed was when I was in the sheriff's office, we had GoPros, and when GoPros, we went to Intrinsic, right? And then they upgraded again, so like, we're upgrading every year, why are we wasting so much money? I mean, I know technology changes, but we're pretty much.
Just to add to this, Commissioner, 21 and 22, agenda items kind of go hand in hand. So before they would charge 8,000 and change, right?
8,535.
Right, and the ones for 2023 and 2024 were not paid?
They were not paid.
They were not paid, which
The
equals
cloud- the cloud
16,000.
service. The cameras were paid, the cloud service was not.
Yes, thank you. So the cloud service for the cameras, which is what we're paying, that's what these $8,000, and so it went up from 8,000 up to 18,000 from one year to the next, correct, Mr. Trevino? And all this is doing is providing the cloud service for the actual cameras. So it's not any of the hardware, it's the software. So
He said he's getting 32 cameras though.
Yes, but
yes, which is part of the grant.
grant.
But to get the grant, we need to be able to pay these $18,000.
And there's no way around, you gotta have that service, right?
Yes, correct. Without it, the cameras are just
They're
there.
useless, yes.
Yeah,
Right,
so
exactly.
We're gonna have to end up paying for this particular grant, let me just kind of organize, like Mr. Gonzalez said, I'm jumping a little bit ahead, but the next, number 22 is for, this could be for two different.
The previous 2 years.
Yeah, for the previous two years that weren't paid.
Do we know why these were never paid?
They were just, we never got received a PO, they're just never paid.
Right.
So one invoice of that was,
And-
can I jump ahead just?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so there was an invoice that was due December 2023. That was for $88,465.68, December 2023. The problem that happened was the previous administration failed to communicate with the vendors. The vendors didn't communicate with the sheriffs, with that administration. So it was kind of going back and forth. They didn't say anything. Intrinsic is now a subsidiary of Rap Technologies, so they bought it, they own it, and they're using QuickBooks. From QuickBooks, it turned into something else. That's what the vendor was telling me. They had to, they fired one of the vendors that was there, one of the employees, and there's where it got real hectic. So 23 wasn't paid. Yeah, 23 December wasn't paid. 24 this past wasn't paid either. Now the new one is we get new cameras with the grants from the Office of the Governor. We got approved for that one. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Did we ever have a line item for this, cloud service? Was it part of,
It was just part of, yeah, just a part of.
So
We didn't have a line item.
25,268. That's gonna be from OG funds. Office of the Governor is gonna pay that. However, they were not gonna pay for the cloud service, which is gonna cost us 18,656. That's for every year.
And that's gonna be an annual thing, yes.
Yeah. For the 32 body cameras.
And then what about the cameras that you currently have?
We're gonna try to see if we can either
Integrate
return
it.
it so that we can get, we can try to get some monies back.
Get credit.
Again, but I do have to I have to speak with, I have to go and look to see if we got them with our, money from the sheriff's office or if it was a grant funded one. I think it was grant funded. So every grant has specific rules.
Right.
How long we have to wait until they say, okay, you can get rid of them, or, you know.
Meet the requirements.
Yeah, so we have to meet those requirements first. So I don't wanna jump ahead, you know.
So my question
That is
is,
a contingency though.
so my question is, it's gonna be 18,656 for these 32 new cameras for the iCloud service, correct?
For the cloud,
So how
yes.
much is it gonna be for the current ones that we have?
So the current ones is gonna be, the total is going to be, 16, from the previous
Right.
invoices we have is 16,931.36 cents.
Right, but
Each
that-
one
okay.
is 8,465.
With 68 cents.
So it'll be another $8,000 per year, after this.
Regardless, we're gonna have to pay for 2023 and 2024.
No, I understand that, I'm not asking that, what I'm asking is, so after we pay this past due balance, so we're gonna, every year, we're gonna pay the 18,656 for the iCloud,
Correct.
plus the 10, whatever
Plus
the,
the 8,000.
the current ones that you have, another 8,465.
No, it's gonna be, so 2023 was $8,000, and change, 2024 is $8,000 and
Okay.
change. 2025 is 18,000, next year is gonna be
Oh,
18,000
okay,
again.
okay, so it's the same
Correct?
system, okay.
Yeah.
So if we
Okay,
pay the
that's what I wanted to know.
16,931.36, we can still have access to the same cameras, the same system will be in compliance and everything will be working?
Well, that's what, do
We'll
we
be back
know
on
that,
track.
Andrew, or the 18,000, is it for all cameras, or just for the specific cameras from the grant?
No, it's
The
for all cameras.
18,000 for it's for the 32 cameras.
Okay.
So they're adding, it's getting more expensive a year. According to the vendor, he said that the reason that it's getting a little bit pricey is that we're getting more. I think currently there's 22, that's what he had told me.
How
We have
many
32 body
total
cameras.
cameras do we have in total?
I believe we have 22, that's what I was told last.
22.
Yeah.
How many do you need though? Like,
32
32
more, yeah. We are 36 including with the sheriff.
Okay.
But
That was
the ones that are out in the street, including administration, roughly around 32.
So then that'll cover the whole, basically the whole,
Department, yeah.
department.
I'll make a motion to approve, the cash, match, Judge, for 18,656 for the 32.
For item number 21, motion by Commissioner Solis,
I'll second that.
seconded by Commissioner, Gatsa. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And I guess this, I'm assuming this was being paid out of computer expense, out of the sheriff
Yeah,
department?
out of the sheriff's, yeah.
So we're gonna have to add $18,000 to.
Correct.
Previously, on E-grants itself, from the Office of the Governor, for documentation, it said that the source of funding was that 8,000 that I had mentioned originally, now it went up to 18.
Yeah.
Originally was gonna be designated from the sheriff's forfeiture fund.
Oh.
As noted by Joe Peña on there, he was the previous project director, and of course, that account got.
So they were paying out of forfeiture, but yeah.
We were, but we're trying to.
So
Fill that up.
what we're trying to do, Judge, is, and I forgot about that, I apologize. Pay it out here, and then we're gonna try and get that money reimbursed from, forfeiture funds from the DA. So
Okay.
they're gonna have a conversation with the DA about that.
Yeah, I know, okay, so there's hope.
Yes. I apologize, I forgot about that.
We're just trying to figure, stuff out.
Okay, so we got a motion and second on 21, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
On 22 is to discuss payment of $16,931.36 for 2 invoices for company wrap intrinsic that were left from the previous administration, and I need a motion by Commissioner Solis.
In order to get the new body cameras, we gotta pay this service.
Yeah,
Make
because
a motion.
and seconded by Commissioner Gatsa. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion
Judge,
carries.
I just want to add, also we needed to pay it, or else it would shut us off. I mean, they've been nice enough.
No,
So we
I
have to pay it,
understand, of course.
and then get the monies from the DA later.
Okay.
They're working really good with us, they're like, we know your situation, they know, they had a transition too, so.
Okay.
They're like, we're not gonna just turn it
No
off on
problem.
it, like, you're fine.
Well, good. Well, we'll pay our bills. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Andrew.
another one, Andrew, is that?
Actually, there is a resolution.
Where? Okay.
It's one of the resolutions that needs to be signed.
Rifle resistance to, item number 46, to approve a resolution in support of rifle resistance body armor grant program.
Motion to approve is presented.
Motion by Commissioner Solis to approve, second by Commissioner Moya. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion
I
carries.
wanted to do that.
Luke, yeah, Luke.
I forgot forgot to mention this in the beginning, but I spoke to the chiefs and the sheriff. Judge, we're having a lot of issues with illegal dumping in Siesta Shores. I did reach out to them this past weekend. See if we can apply some pressure and hopefully we can find out, who's dumping. They're dumping tires, a bunch of trash piles,
Wow.
Normally we pick it up just to avoid it looking, like a dumpster out there. But I mean, it's getting out of control. So I did talk to them, they're already looking into it. Yeah, so,
You have pictures by any chance?
yeah, I sent them, they got everything already, just,
Okay.
mention it publicly. We will pick it up, but after their investigation is done, and, we'll be picking it up.
We're happy to put it on our Facebook page, or if you have posts, we can,
Yeah,
go ahead and
it's just
forward.
trash pile after trash pile, our guys, that's not our main job, we do it out of courtesy to the other, residents that live there in Siesta Shores. But, it's just becoming a big problem.
Everywhere.
And also, we do have an issue, and I spoke that to the sheriff, there's a couple of junkyards also, especially in Siesta Shores. So we can look into that matter as well, make sure they're up to standards, with county ordinance and.
The hefty fine, for littering, and then it gets worse.
Well, I mean, I do that in Webb County, so I know it's a Class C under 5 pounds. Anything over 5 pounds it's gonna be an arrestable offense, a Class B and above. So those tires is definitely gonna be a Class B.
Oh, yeah,
So
100%.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I appreciate
absolutely,
your thoughts.
and if anybody has information, just please let
Thank
the
you.
sheriff's office know, send us a message.
Thank you, sir.
Good.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 23, Commissioners, to discuss and take possible action to amend the budget to reflect the change in status of employment of Zapata County Attorney Investigator. The investigator is listed under the budget as a grant employee and hence not eligible for full Zapata County employee benefits, and make his hours retroactive. Yes, Mr. Fierro, I know we talked about this.
Yes, Judge, for some reason, there's not gonna be any change to the salaries or anything like that, but he, for some reason, was not designated to receive all the benefits. So he's receiving the retirement and all that stuff, but he's not accumulating any type of hours, Judge. So he's, as far as the comp time, the
Annual sick.
right, the annual, the holiday, all that good stuff, Judge. I don't know why he was designated as such, Judge, considering none of the other employees are like that, but he brought it up to me and I, just thought it was,
Is this a new
unfair.
employee or is it?
No.
This is for all grant employees. They don't accumulate any sick or annual
It's
leave.
just county policy.
It's just, yeah,
So we'd have to change the county policy,
yes.
update the county policy.
Yeah, because he's not the only one. There are other individuals who are on the same,
The same boat.
situation.
That includes no fringe benefits, right?
But they do,
So,
yeah, they do
and
have.
possible repercussions of moving forward with that?
The only repercussion, I mean, basically, if grant ever ends and there is no position available for the employee, we'd have to pay out whatever they do
Whatever-
accumulate,
whatever
they have in the,
Okay, so that would be the.
on county.
The cost for the county. Okay, well, just notifying the court that that's a issue that's brought to me by my employee that I was unaware of and
But you
figured
said
I'd bring it to.
I
the-
know we were able
positions.
to,
Okay.
because initially grant employees wouldn't even receive health benefits either, so we did make some concessions, to that.
But if all positions are the same, I say no action, there's no action on this one, Judge.
Okay.
That'll be no motion.
No action on, so you wanna table it or just? No action.
No action.
Maybe I think we need to bring that, when we see our county policy.
To tap
Okay,
it.
if the
And that would
commissioners
be
are
the-
inclined
or,
to amend it to include these individuals.
Well, that'd be the big issue, if the grant ends next year, we're gonna have all these employees that we have to, pay
Yeah.
for, and we don't have budgeted for, so that'll be the big issue. So then no action, there's on my part.
Okay, no action on 23. Item number 24 is to approve the Zapata County holiday calendar for fiscal year 2025-2026 as presented. Commissioners, I think, were any changes, Ms. Nelly? Major changes?
No,
The
well,
same-
the only
same amount of
major
days?
change, is usually depending on how, the Christmas and New Year's, fall. This year, it does fall Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, So I did include the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for Christmas and for New Year's as well.
Okay.
And, the only other change is the election. One year we have it in November, one year we have it in March. Since March is gonna be our bigger election, it is going to be March this year.
March 3rd, right?
Yes.
The election date.
And when's that county fair?
County fair is the 12th and 13th.
Well,
We got Thursday, Friday. Make a motion to approve the Zapata County holiday.
And that one is,
That
I
one is
mean,
presented.
kind of, if you all want to, I don't know.
I think that, I think we were fortunate those days are workable.
Are working.
Yeah,
Holidays.
I know, county fair this year pretty much started way earlier than any other year, so, I mean, we did give Thursday and Friday, that's the only maybe that would be, maybe want to
Friday and Friday's
consider.
good.
I hope the parents with the project.
Yeah.
I know on those days, we do have county employees that go help. Will they be, subject to either paying them, or would it be comp time? How would that happen?
If you're gonna be paying them overtime, I would suggest you budget for it in the budget, because there is no, line item. for
Maybe we can
overtime
do
payments.
a line item, Commissioner, for.
I think overall, I think we need to have some, just in case of emergencies, how we had the trail, walking trail, we do have the annual,
Just keep
the
in
fair.
mind that road and bridge, the road and bridge fund is
Right.
very limited and it's,
And so is general fund and
I'm
everything
sorry.
else for that.
Well, the issue is that,
especially road and bridge, I mean,
Yeah,
there's really
but-
not much cushion you can go to.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand that, but
Yeah.
we have an issue where we have all these things that we gotta work on, let's say the trail, the walking trail, when you offer comp time,
nobody
nobody's
wants to
gonna,
go.
nobody's gonna volunteer, right? So, I mean, and, it's okay, that they don't want to, but, if we can
And we can't
offer
force
some
them,
kind of,
yeah.
overtime pay, I'm sure we're gonna have a
That
lot more
would be at
volunteers.
you all's,
Maybe the
Right,
county
of
fair.
course.
Commissioner's court discretion, whether you want to.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out. The motion's on the floor.
Motion approved by Commissioner Solis, the
Second.
holiday calendar as presented, seconded by
Second.
Commissioner Garza. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. 25 is to approve the TAC, HEBT renewal for fiscal year 2025-2026 as presented. This is our health insurance.
Yes, HEBP is our health and employee benefits pool. We did see an increase of 1.7% this year. For employee only, we are at a rate of $761.14 for the new budget year. Yes, so it did go up slightly. I believe they're gonna be paying like $52 and some cents.
More
No,
in total? Okay.
I think.
Yeah, because we're probably gonna get phone calls. Hey.
It's
Yeah.
not a significant, but it is a little bit of a.
Like everything else, everything has.
I kind of feel for them because everything's going up and the pay stays the same. It's like
Motion to
paying
approve
more.
the TAC renewal.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Commissioner Solis to approve the TAC renewal for health insurance benefits, seconded by Commissioner Garza. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Yeah, same plan. Item number 26 is to approve the hiring of Florentino Zapata Junior, tercero, right?
Third.
The third.
As treatment operator, slot number 4 at $32.60 an hour, effective July 9, 2025.
Motion to approve is presented.
Motion approved by Commissioner Solis, seconded by Commissioner Moya. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Was this
27.
slot available already, or is it?
Yes, you have
Yes.
available.
Item number 27 is to request the hiring of Herman Velasquez as operator in training, slot 9 at $10.98 an hour, effective July 9, 2025. This is for San Ignacio.
Positions available as well?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Solis. Second, is there a
Oh.
second? Commissioner Moya. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 28 is to discuss the Zapata County Water Works Stage 4 mandatory water use restrictions. I know Ralph, we kind of touched on it this morning.
Yeah, yes, sir. I just want to go over because of the water level, and because of the droughts, just to go over, what our contingency plan mandatory restriction says. It's already been posted in the newspaper, I believe, it's going on the second week now, it's gonna be posted again next week. Basically, we're asking the public, or not asking for, we're kind of mandatory saying, there are certain days that are allowed for, irrigation purposes. So basically, you know, if the last number of the resident ends in 1, 2, or 3, the day that they could irrigate would be on Monday between 8 p.m. to 10 a.m. And then as well, if it ends in 4, 5, 6, that'll fall on Wednesday. If it ends in 7, 8, 9, 0, that'll be on Friday. So basically, irrigation would be limited to once a week because of the stage that we're at. Also, washing vehicles or boats or anything like that falls on the same scale. So if you live and your residence ends on a 3, you will be able to you know, wash your vehicle, your boats, or whatever on that one day, which would be on a Monday.
Who's gonna be monitoring this? Like, you know, it's just gonna be up to the people to follow
The honor system.
the honor system.
I have a question for you. What about the cemetery? What do you recommend for the cemetery?
There's here for, if you go look at number 7, use of water restriction for golf courses, parks, green belt areas. I would say then the cemetery would fall under maybe park area, since it is county. So, would just be limited to those hours also afterwards, which would be from 8 p.m. to 10 a.m. Now, I know we don't have employees that work at night.
Well, it closes at 8 o'clock, so
That's not gonna be.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
But
that's-
first thing in the morning, between 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. would be allowable, just because
Folks
of
get there and
this.
they just water, so, I mean, we have to deal with that.
deal with that.
You'll have to just water early in the morning, just because by 10 o'clock, when the heat starts rolling in, everything will evaporate.
I did, call Ralph this, last week, I think Thursday or Friday, so we had of course, we used, reusable water from, for our greens in the golf course. So our electric pump, went out, we had to send it to get it fixed. So I asked you know, if they had time, to make sure our greens don't die out and have to lose thousands of dollars in greens, that, you know, we're gonna have to do some exceptions. So, of course, it's a county-owned golf course. We watered it with the fire department, took their brush trucks and watered the greens while the pump should come in today. But I'm concerned that once we lose those greens, you know.
I know that we're out there fixing the sprinkling system, correct?
Yeah, but the pump went out, the main pump. I mean, we can still water manually, but they went out completely, so we didn't have a way to irrigate any of the greens. Yeah.
So your recommendation, Judge, would be just to continue this?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's fine, I think for the most part.
What about the cemetery, Judge?
The cemetery, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be very difficult to enforce it if we shut the water off and people, you know.
Yeah, I know we had a major leak, this past Saturday, when did I message you? But we shut it off. We had the guys out there real quick just to shut it off, and they're doing the repairs, so.
That's very difficult to control even.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the leaks are pretty hard to.
Right, of course.
When they happen. Just water fountains, ornamental stuff, we ask that they be shut
Yeah,
down
just-
at this time, unless if it's for aquatic life, that would just be the only exception. You've seen the water hoses to wash down for dust control, to clean sidewalks and stuff, we're asking.
So that pump, that, I guess, we're using now mostly is the diesel pump, and that, you know,
Yes.
can supply the water, needed to be treated, is that?
Yes, sir.
What is it, 3 million gallons a day it'll pump it, or?
Right now we have it at around, I think, 1,900 gallons per minute.
Okay.
Is what it's doing, so yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we're gonna run until that new electric pump, that portable pump comes in, we're gonna run some, pretty good diesel, bill on what that pump, so.
I'm still waiting for the final price and for the, you know, what was wrong with the river pump that they removed, so they're working on it. I should be getting that by today, hopefully. So we can get that repaired.
Were you able to look at any possible contractor that may be able to dredge that area around that?
So there are 3. One is the Bullock, and one's out of Willis, Texas. I'm reaching out to another one out of Houston.
Okay.
And then there's another one out of New Iberia, Louisiana, also. So.
Okay, yeah, I think we need to move on that and see if we can, how we can get those, once we get those electric pumps installed.
Yeah, yes, sir. So just to see what their scope of work is, what they could do, and of course pricing.
Yes,
And of
pricing.
course, availability, how soon
Okay.
So we have to approve that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yes, sir. That-
Yeah,
that-
I
So
just,
we can have a special meeting.
I just wanted him to go out, get vendors, see what their pricing is, and then bring it to the court.
Yeah, there's no for a special meeting or something like that, I mean, we gotta move on from everything
Yeah.
else. This or possibly, of course, so just let us know.
Yeah. Okay.
So you'll have these, available for social media, so we can share them on social media?
I'll share it with everybody, a PDF form is okay. We're gonna be giving them out whenever people come to the office to pay their bills, they're gonna be getting a complimentary copy, and they're in the newspaper.
And we'll be glad to share it on social
Public,
media.
general public, generally, they
Just to let
cooperate.
them know.
Yeah, we usually have no issues.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Well, yeah, I mean, we can
You have
approve
to,
it.
you have to adopt
Yeah, we can
the
approve it.
restrictions.
Currently, I don't see any fines on it. I think the court may institute later on.
Well, this could be the first step. If
Yeah.
People start abusing it, then it might be
Most people
necessary.
comply, and I think we can save some water, so we got a motion by Commissioner Solis, seconded by Commissioner Morales. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 29 is to approve a county match for the TxDOT Airport runway rehabilitation project. So, Commissioners, as you know, this grant is a $6 million grant. They added to the grant, 600,000. So it's a $6.6 million grant. It's 90% funded by, TxDOT Aviation and a 10% match, by the county. The planning grant is, well on its way. It's almost completed. So we're looking at actual construction to begin, in, January, the bidding. But they are, TxDOT is wanting, an obligation from the county, to, match the 600, let me see what it is.
6.6.
10%, right?
Yeah,
Yes, it-
6.6.
but it'll be 600, they did send a,
660.
Where is it?
Let me take one.
yeah, I'm sorry, I'm kidding. So they did send an agreement. So this is from TxDOT, Airport Project Participation Agreement. And so it is estimated that the total project cost will be approximately $6,600,000. It is further estimated that approximately will be eligible for financial assistance, and the financial assistance will be, for 90% of all eligible project costs. So the sponsor's share of the projects will be approximately $660,000. So that's, that is what we are,
I think that's for the CO, right?
yes, sir.
Make a motion to approve it, 660,000.
Motion by Commissioner Moya to approve, $660,000 to be, our match, and that will come from the certificates of obligation. Seconded by Commissioner Morales. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Working plan.
Item 31 is to approve the preliminary plat for Burger King. Anybody here from, so
Judge,
that's,
Judge, Mr. Paulino had called, he had spoken to Mr.
Manuel Gonzalez or?
Manuel, and he was gonna present.
oh, my man, we're gonna present for you? Okay. Well, I think,
We have to approve the plan, even if it's not.
We don't even have it?
no, I mean, it's here in town. It's all good news. I think the plan is to build a Burger King, right across the street here, behind the drive-ups, bank
National.
sellers there at Zapata National.
Oh, where they park the tractors and stuff?
Where they have
Yes,
actions.
so those two lots will be used for the Burger King.
Next to trophies and more?
Yes.
Yes.
I think any new business, especially restaurant, is definitely,
They've been inquiring, and, construction should start, pretty soon, I think.
August, and hopefully they can end it by January.
Any business is definitely welcome here, any new restaurant, if you drive through, Rio Grande.
So I would say we, approve the,
Yeah, Rio Grande, is growing so rapid, you pass by, I passed by last week, and I know, we get that from the constituents, right, like, we want,
Yeah.
So we'll take the Burger King, motion
So-
to approve, Judge.
motion to approve by Commissioner Solis.
Just for
Do we have
knowledge
a
for
copy
the
of the plan,
community.
Judge?
Monica, do you have one?
No, they didn't send me anything, Manuel.
Okay, we'll judge it.
legal review.
Yeah, pending.
Motion to approve pending legal review.
Make sure that there's no,
Pending review by county attorney.
no
So-
issues that
So we can do it
require-
like that, we'll approve it pending your review.
sounds good, Judge.
So just for public knowledge, you know, cause I know they say, why doesn't a Whataburger or
I know.
Chick-fil-A, it's like,
Yes.
it just depends what investor wants to come into town. You know, there's no restrictions as far as like Zapata County saying like, no, we can't get this, no, we can't get that. You know, cause I do
Bring
get.
them all in, yeah.
And for the record, we're not, we're not responsible for $100 generals here, right? Everybody brings up work, that's not the way it works, so thank you for your.
It's
Well,
just,
you know, they have reached out to, us, to the office and to the county regarding any restrictions or ordinances permitting, so, what we advise them on, unless you were a maquinita business or adult amusement business, there are restrictions to that. Other than that, there are no restrictions.
And anybody's welcome.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, but, you know,
I know most of the franchises, you know, they have their own restrictions as far as like, if we have a Whataburger here, there's a 50-mile radius that there can't be another Whataburger.
That's the
Or
issue with
same,
the
you know.
Whataburger, that's why it never got
Oh,
made,
really? Yeah.
because they're fighting for the franchise here, you know. so
Well,
they're-
hopefully one of these days they'll come. There's been talk and rumors, hopefully the rumors.
Well,
will come.
I mean, I think this, if Burger King is successful, I think others will follow, so.
They haven't, there've been inquiries, regarding,
I'm still waiting for the Chick-fil-A.
one bird.
I think we're all waiting for that one,
Anything will work.
Who did the second?
So who made the motion?
So Luis
Commissioner
Morales.
Solis to approve the plat, pending,
Pending legal.
Yes, legal and.
Seconded
review.
by?
Seconded by Morales, Commissioner Morales. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Make a motion to approve, line item transfers 41, 42, 43, 44, 45.
Second motion.
Motion by Commissioner Solis to approve line item transfers as presented, seconded by Commissioner Moya. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. Motion to enter into executive session.
Motion to enter the executive session by Commissioner Garza, seconded by Commissioner Solis. The items to be heard are item number 38, to discuss issues regarding loose dogs in Zapata town. Item number 39 is to discuss and take possible action regarding land usage during the Highway 16 draining project. And item number 40 is to consider and take action on the recommendation of Zapata County Water Plant Manager Ralph Medina regarding an at-will employee at the plant. These items will be heard under executive session, Government Code Section 551.071, consultation with attorney, and Government Code 551.074, personnel matters, and 551.072, real property. We are now in executive session. Motion by Commissioner Garza to return to regular session, seconded by Commissioner Morales for the action, for the
Record.
no action was taken in executive session. Item number 38, to discuss issue regarding loose dogs in town.
This one is gonna be no action.
No action, Commissioners, I think, our, Environmental Department, and, Animal Control Department will continue doing, the work that they've been doing, and we need a little bit more cooperation from the public to help us out in that effort. We do have an issue with, dogs running, all over town in some cases, and, certainly, homeowners complaining, and, we're doing the best we can, but we do need more cooperation from, the public to, spade and neuter, their animals.
We're getting, I don't know if you wanna mention a number or anything to the public, how many we are doing.
Well, it's a considerable amount that are unfortunately being euthanized per week, and certainly we hate to see those numbers going higher, but we do need help from the community.
Yes.
So no action on 38, 39, to discuss and take possible action regarding land usage during the Highway 16 drainage project.
Motion to restore property back to original condition, with, 2 doors of ground.
Thank you, Commissioner. Motion by Commissioner
Seconded.
Moya, seconded by Commissioner Morales. And yes, for the public to know, this project is a Highway 16 creek drainage project. In order to complete the project, a landowner graciously, allowed us to use his property for county equipment and project equipment, and we do agree to bring it back to its original condition. So motion and second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 40 is to consider and take action on the recommendations of Zapata County Water Plant Manager Ralph Domina regarding an at-will employee at the plant.
No action.
No action by, Commissioner Moyes, seconded by Commissioner Gatsa. For the record, I believe the water plant manager will, look into the situation and evaluate, how to move forward. Okay, thank you. All right,
Motion to adjourn.
Motion adjourned by Commissioner Rata, seconded by Commissioner Morales. We are now adjourned.